It's been a long time coming, but we finally got our hands on Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. If you're a fan of JRPGs, you owe it to yourself not to miss out on this one. Ni no Kuni is smart, it's fresh, and most importantly, it's a lot of fun to play.
That's it, man! You got it! Whoa! Whoa! Go on, boys! Tidy!
Ni no Kuni tells the story of Oliver, a young kid living in a small American town. After some medical complications take the life of his mother, Oliver is left alone. That is until his doll Drippy comes to life. Drippy tells Oliver that he is the fabled Chosen One who will cast out the darkness from his world. Oliver must learn the ways of a wizard and stop the White Witch from possessing and sometimes stealing people's hearts. Drippy then takes Oliver to his new world in order to teach him how to become a wizard, learn spells, and defeat the White Witch. The story can get depressing at times, but overall it's very, very lighthearted. The thing that distinguishes Ni no Kuni from other RPGs is the graphics. The art style and the anime cutscenes were all directed and produced by Studio Ghibli, the folks that brought you such classics as Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. Level 5 also did an amazing job with the environments and models. Sometimes it felt like I was playing an anime and not a video game, to be honest. The music is also fantastic, and it was conducted by the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra. In a world where most localized Japanese media has pretty terrible voice acting, Ni no Kuni stands above that. Studio Ghibli is really good at picking their voice actors, and they did a really great job here.
Come on! Here goes!
Ni no Kuni plays a lot like older JRPGs, in the sense that there's an open world to explore, and collecting items to change your stats is a must. But what's really unique about this game is the battle system. It almost feels like a mix between Pokemon and the Tales RPGs. When going into battle, you enter an arena area. Inside this arena, you can move around freely and battle monsters. One way to battle your monsters is by summoning familiars, which can be collected and trained, kind of like Pokemon. Each familiar has their own level, abilities, equipment. Mixing and matching different familiars with different abilities is crucial in combat, and later on in the game. The familiar system adds a lot of depth to the game, and it helps it stand out among the RPG genre. In most RPGs, battling can get pretty boring, especially when random battles are involved. But thankfully, Ni no Kuni shows you where enemies are on the map, letting you ambush them, gaining an advantage, and letting you avoid battles when you want. The fighting system is also very intuitive and fun to use, so battling never really gets boring. For people who really love RPGs, however, the mechanics in the game might be a little shallow and kiddie looking, but trust me, it's still a lot of fun. There's also a number of side quests that can be completed in Ni no Kuni, but they aren't your typical fetch quests. Many people around the world had their hearts corrupted or tainted by the White Witch. They've lost their base feelings, whether they are joy, love, or enthusiasm, or whatever. You have to find their lost emotions and give it back to them in order to gain stamps. When you gain enough stamps, you get a special reward to keep you on your journey. And trust me, it's a long one. Ni no Kuni will run you about 40 hours for the main story, but if you want to do everything, collecting all the stamps, all the side quests, familiars, completing all of your journal, it will cost you a lot of hours, up to 80. Overall, Ni no Kuni is a fantastic game, and it breathes life into a genre that's been on the decline in recent years. If you own a PS3 and you like JRPGs, you really need to get Ni no Kuni. It's got great graphics, music, gameplay, and most importantly, it's really fun. Do yourself a favor and go buy it. For the full written review of Ni no Kuni, head on over to VGU.TV.
Shit!